people in the middle of nowhere to 2,000 people in Washington, D.C. with us and everything in between. And we wanted to show you one video clip that was one of our favorites at Americans for Prosperity. It's at an AFP non-foundation event, but we wanted to show you this clip before we do the award. We've renamed the award that Dana's going to give the Andrew Breitbart Award for Excellence in Online Activism and Investigative Reporting. And this will be an annual award. It'll be our top honor to the person that we believe is making the biggest difference for the cause of freedom, our movement online. And so, but first, if we could roll this Americans for Prosperity C4 video.
Hello. I just wanted to tell, are there any protesters from the Occupy movement here? I want to tell you what's really going on behind the scenes. There's a conspiracy going on. I just want to show you proof of the conspiracy. This is what they're serving back there. 7-inch circumference cookies. That's how decadent we run in the movement. What I do know about the left, I live in Brentwood in Los Angeles amongst them. What I do know about the left, at their core, they're incredibly jealous and envious people. They're envious. They want that which they can't have. And when the Tea Party was created, they're like, that's not fair. I want one of those. It's like when they wanted to rush Limbaugh, so they started Air America and they failed. Like, that's not fair. We need the fairness doctrine. We want one. We want one. Then Ariana wanted to have, I want my Drudge Report. I want a Drudge Report, and she created the Huffington Post. I have had the privilege to travel the country with AFP. It's been an amazing experience. I just was a humble guy from Brentwood. Didn't think that I was an activist. Thought I was a behind-the-scenes guy until I saw that the Saul Alinsky Acorn community activists of the world wanted to fundamentally change this country into something that it's not. And I said, well, I didn't enter this planet to be an objective journalist. My goal is to try and save this country, and I cannot believe that the American people decided to stand up and finally fight back. We are in the midst of an electronic civil war out there, and since 2009, 2010, 2011, you stood up, and the American people in 2012 are going to take back this country. Thank you to the courageous people who have stood up. Thank you to AFP. Keep it coming. Just keep it coming. Thank you very much.
The fearless, happy warrior. It is an absolute honor, really. And Tim, thank you for everything that you guys do. It's you know, and everybody who's in AFP, my gosh, you're changing the world, not just the United States. And going along in that vein, something that Andrew loved, fearlessness. He was so jovial about he was jovial about taking people down, and it was a joy to watch. And so when I started reading the Flash Report and John Fleischman's work, and I realized just how much California government hated John Fleischman. And I read this LA Times profile of this fantastic new media reporter activist, and how he's halted votes with some of his stories. And, well, you know, it's just a real honor to be able to present the first Andrew Breitbart Award for Excellence in Online Activism and Investigative Reporting to John Fleischman.
not speechless very often, which anybody who knows me will tell you that that is the case. But this is pretty intimidating. So I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Tim, sorry. I am humbled to receive this honor in front of so many of my peers. Frankly, when they told me that I was getting this award, my immediate thought that went through my mind was that there are so many people out there who are probably so much more deserving of it than I am. And so I'm kind of, in some respects, accepting this award on behalf of our entire community of online citizen journalists. I want to thank, of course, Americans for Prosperity, Tim Phillips, Tracy Henke, Alan Cobb, Stephanie Fontenot, and the whole crew at AFP. Of course, where would I be without AFP California? Peter Foy, their state chairman, is not here, but David Spady is here, and thank you for all your hard work. I want to thank Melissa Clouthier for being such an advocate for me. And of course, if his head isn't big enough already, Eric Telford, of course, deserves supreme praise for his role. My wife, Maureen, couldn't be here today, but I know that behind every blogger in this room is a spouse or a girlfriend who thinks we're completely nuts and is completely wondering if it was a pre-existing condition, then so be it. But in the case of my wife, she really found out the hard way, and so she's not here tonight, but Maureen, she's with our little kids, Matthew and Sophia. Thank you very much for being so supportive of me. I can't really say much more about the importance of citizen journalism than Dana did just a few minutes ago. I certainly couldn't say it, with as much emphasis and chutzpah as she did. But that having been said, it's really, really important what we do here in this room. It really, really matters, and we're winning the war, and we need to keep it up and keep fighting and keep fighting and keep fighting. It's very humbling to get an award named after Andrew Breitbart, who many people in this room knew on a personal level. Everybody knew him as a fellow warrior, and it seemed appropriate that I take a moment to tell an Andrew personal story. And I thought really hard about it, and I'm going to try to tell one that maybe the team over there doesn't know, just because that's kind of cool that I can do that. But Andrew and I had a habit of going to Dodger games. That was his other passion for people that didn't know it. Andrew loved the combat sport of politics, and he loved the game of baseball. All teams really, but he loved the Dodgers. So a couple of years ago, Andrew and I were at a Dodger game, and we were playing, I think, the hated, horrible Mets at the time. Sorry if there's any New Yorkers here. As a matter of fact, the whole time we were getting the tickets and going into the stadium, he was actually on the phone with Larry Solov talking about some business, something that he didn't want to talk about, but Larry was making him. And then he got off the phone, and we got in there, and we're just sitting down in the section, and we're enjoying the game because we're winning, and everything's going great. And then all of a sudden, Andrew, being Andrew, kind of looks around our section, and awkwardly, really loud, he says, "John, look, this is America. There's black people, and there's Mexican people, and over there are a couple of Asian people." But he said it really loud. And he said, "This is America. Everybody coming together to be one culture. It's like Dodger Stadium versus Hollywood." And I'll always remember that analogy because it was just so funny. And then the best part about it is this like 20-foot tall, big, huge Hispanic guy in front of us turned around and he said, "God bless America," and I will bleep the expletive, but Andrew just said, "Bleep, yeah." And then I think it was Andre Ethier hit a double, and we were all back to the baseball game, and it was almost as if none of it had ever occurred. But I really want to thank the whole team at Breitbart that's carrying on his tradition, and I feel such a loss for him, and it's such an honor to receive this first award in his name. So on behalf of all of the team at the Flash Report, my associate editor, Anton Hartman, is here. Thank you. And our team, thank you very much for this award, and God bless you all. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. I happened to bring this glass of wine up here, so I thought on the occasion of the Breitbart Award, I might ask everybody to stand up with me and enjoy one toast to our fallen comrade, to Andrew Breitbart. Rest in peace.